Бажаю здоров'я, шановні українці. Сьогодні день надзвичайно приємних новин для України.
Good health to you, fellow Ukrainians. January 25th was a day of extremely good news for Ukraine. There is a tank coalition. There is a decision to launch the supply of tanks for our defense. Modern tanks. I started this day of January 25th with a conversation with Chancellor Scholz, primarily about Leopard tanks for Ukraine. And this is exactly the kind of conversation we expected. I thank Mr. Chancellor, all German politicians and public figures for their willingness to strengthen the defense of Europe. There is a very powerful step by the United States. This is how the day of January 25th began in America. Ukraine will receive Abrams. Thank you for this decision. I personally thank Mr. President Biden. I thank the Congress. I thank every American family for the tangible strength of American global leadership. I am grateful to all our allies for their willingness to provide us with modern and much-needed tanks. And this proves the most important fact for the world, the fact that freedom is only getting stronger, and the way we are all working together to strengthen freedom, to defend Ukraine and Europe, is a historic achievement of the leaders who are working now. The key thing now is speed and volume, the speed of training of our military, the speed of supplying tanks to Ukraine, the volume of tank support. We must form a tank fist, a fist of freedom, whose hits will not let tyranny stand up again. We can do it, together and only in the same way as we are making decisions, important decisions. It is very important that there is progress in other aspects of our defense cooperation as well. On January 25th, I spoke with NATO Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg. We have to unlock the supply of long-range missiles to Ukraine. It is important for us to expand our cooperation in artillery. We have to achieve the supply of aircraft to Ukraine. And this is a dream, and this is a task, an important task for all of us. The more defense support our heroes at the front receive from the world, the sooner Russia's aggression will end, and the more reliable the security guarantees for Ukraine and all our partners will be after the war. The terrorist state must lose, the right to life must be protected, and it will be so. There are two more important decisions. The first is from the European Court of Human Rights. The second is from UNESCO. The European Court of Human Rights has announced its decision on the admissibility of the case concerning Russia's seizure of the territories of the east of Ukraine in 2014 and the occupiers' large-scale violation of human rights. This is still an interim legal decision, but thanks to this decision we have become closer to the day when Russia will be held accountable for its aggression, and on the same scale from a legal point of view as Russia has invested in this evil. UNESCO has inscribed the historic center of Odessa on the World Heritage List. Moreover, on the list of World Heritage in danger because of the war unleashed by Russia. This international step will help us defend our Odessa. Ukraine and the world give protection. Russia can give nothing but terror and strikes. These are facts. I had a meeting with the UN High Commissioner for Refugees. The conversation was primarily about our people, who were forcibly deported to Russia by the occupiers. These are both adults and our children. The world needs a global mechanism of influence in such situations. We need a mechanism to protect and return such people, to bring to justice all those responsible for deportation. I am confident that UN institutions can show their leadership in resolving this issue. I would like to praise our units that continue to hold back the occupiers' attacks in the Donetsk region. This is where Russia is constantly trying to break our defense. Dozens of enemy attacks every day, and at least hundreds of examples of heroism of our warriors every day. I thank the warriors of the 110th Separate Mechanized Brigade, 79th Separate Air Assault Brigade, 35th Separate Marine Brigade, and 55th Separate Artillery Brigade. Thank you, warriors, for your resilience and courage, which inspire the world to provide more and more assistance to Ukraine. And one more thing, I would like to express gratitude for the very touching words of support and congratulations that I have heard and seen from so many different people. From the military, from the leaders and ordinary people, from all Ukrainians and foreigners, from colleagues now and colleagues before. Thank you all. I think we have the same wish, in fact, a common wish. This is victory. We will do it. We are doing everything for the sake of Ukraine's victory, and it will happen. I know it will. Glory to Ukraine.